Ladies and gentlemen,
It's the same one.
boys and girls, welcome to a brand new episode of an Unnamed podcast. I am your host, as always, HP90, with co-host
LS69.
LS69. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, if you could hear a big ass noise in the background, that's the fan. It's my swamp cooler is hot as hell up in here. And then also we got a pretty, what episode is this? 11?
11.
Episode number 11. Before we start the episodes and the topics, I want to say congratulations to Línea Personal for releasing and dropping their debut album. So big shout out to them. It is an amazing album. It dropped on, when did it drop? I think on Thursday. On Thursday the 16th. Well, technically it was Wednesday the 15th, but Thursday the 16th it dropped, and all of the songs are absolute bangers. Go check him out. I'll leave a link in the description if you still haven't, but I will leave a link in the description. And anyway, other than that, let's get right into it. I want to start with the movie since it's fresh in my mind right now.
Yeah.
So we had just got back from watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a clusterfuck of a movie. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because I haven't even seen
The first 10 movies.
the first 35 movies. I've only seen the first one with Daddy Franco, and that's the only reason I watched it was because James Franco was in it. I love James Franco.
I love him.
I love him. But other than that, I don't think I've seen the second one or the other 17 ones. So
There's Planet of the Apes, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes,
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
The Planet, and then there's just apes.
And then there's the last one, this one that came out, which was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty good. But I felt like I didn't really quite understand it because I missed like I said, the first 35 movies. So I had no idea what the hell was going on. Spoiler alert. Apparently Caesar died. They showed him in the movie getting burnt, cremated and shit.
Like the Vikings and shit.
Yeah,
bro.
like a Viking funeral type shit. And then other than that, I had no fucking clue what was going on.
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Rest
It's
in
very
peace.
entertaining.
Rest in peace, the orangutan though.
Huh? He died, bro.
I fucked with him though.
He was It was a good movie though. It's definitely a movie I would watch again, and it's definitely a movie that made me want to watch the rest of the lineup, from the beginning all the way to this one again. So I'm definitely gonna give it a watch again. What were your thoughts on it?
It was a good movie. For a 2.5 hour movie, I think it went by.
It went by pretty fast, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I thought it went by pretty well, but I think there's probably some parts that I think were kind of like not really necessarily needed sometimes. But I think it was pretty good, especially how the ending came with
Yeah, the ending was.
the ending was really nice.
And then I don't know if maybe in the past movies, but what was that fool's name? Lord Farquaad? No, the ape.
Which one?
Lord Spongequavius. What the fuck was his name? The one that says, "What a wonderful day."
Oh, the wannabe Caesar.
Yeah.
Oh, not Prometheus. The fuck was that dude? Proximus.
Yeah. I don't know if they like set it up in the other movies, but that fool came out of fucking nowhere.
Try being the next god.
He was trying to, which is funny because you know how you were saying like, what if that happens in real life? You said, oh, like they wouldn't know who God was and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie, a lot of them, well, all of the apes, worshipped Caesar as a god.
They worshipped him as their lord.
Yeah, as a lord. So Caesar was like the Christ figure pretty much, which was crazy. And then like the other clan, the fucking Hawk clan or whatever they were called,
The Hawkson.
Hawkson or whatever,
Eagle Son.
that clan didn't even know who Caesar was, which is pretty cool. And then another thing that I kind of really liked was the fact that damn, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. I lost my train of thought, bro.
You're fucking dog shit. But yeah, and it was kind of thought provoking when the old science guy.
Yeah.
He was kind of like the last pretty much human to kind of know about like science and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then I was telling you on the car ride, I was like, imagine being the last one alive with what humans used to be, And then after you fucking die, it's just like,
yeah.
oh well, there goes all of human fucking history now.
The whole like thing I got out of this movie, which was what I just remembered, was the fact that it pretty much shows that no matter what species you are, war will be war because of of disagreements. Like, for example, like Caesar taught that all apes were like good, strong together and shit, and then like this clan, the main protagonist of the movie, didn't know who the hell Caesar was. So then these other apes came out of nowhere and started to pretty much fuck him up because they thought they were working with humans and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And it's like they were pretty much twisting Caesar's words and stuff. And then when the orangutan showed up, he pretty much told Noah, which is the main protagonist of this movie, he pretty much told Noah, like, oh, Caesar wanted humans and apes to work together and all this other stuff. Like, apes didn't kill apes and all this other stuff. But then, like, Noah was like, who the fuck is Caesar? Like, I don't know who that is and all this other stuff. And it's like, in his eyes, like, you know, apes came and then they took his clan away. So now he wants to get revenge, and no matter what the cost is. And it's just a good topic. Like, it's a good perspective on, like, no matter what race you are, there will be war against, or not race, I should say species, because this is a species movie.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what species you are, if you have disagreements, there will be war and there will be consequences and stuff like that. So that's what I like. That's what I got out of the whole movie, which was no matter what, there's always going to be war, pretty much type shit.
We should have domesticated fucking eagles instead of fucking wolves and shit first, dude.
We honestly should have, because those eagles, man, that was pretty cool. Towards the end of the movie, it was pretty cool. I liked the way that they showed up.
Mm-hmm.
The ending of the movie. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty tight when bro summoned the fucking eagles and shit, and then they all started fucking beating the shit out of fucking Proxima Centauri and shit. And then, I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't like the names they gave these fucking... I'm not gonna call them the M word. Monkeys. These chimps. Like, fucking... I couldn't understand sometimes what the fuck they were talking about, unless they had the fucking captions for sign language and shit.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I thought bro's name was fucking like Sora or some shit, but it's like Suna or something like that.
Yeah, and then
I thought the guy's name, I thought the girl was named Anya.
Anaya.
Anaya.
It's kind of like, is it Anaya?
Yeah, it's Anaya. And then the dude, and then the girl's name is Suna. And I was like, I bet. And Heike didn't like how they gave some of the female chimps kind of like long hair.
Well, I guess it's to, you know, kind of like...
And at first, I was like, this movie feels really fucking weird. And like, it felt uncomfortable because I was like, obviously they're supposed to be chimps.
It's like...
But they're giving off like real human like vibes. What the fuck is that?
It's a very uncanny valley type shit. And I think they did that on purpose because it's like... The whole concept of this movie was that the virus that they spread, the human spread, domesticated, or not domesticated, but evolved the chimps to be more human-like. So it's already very uncanny that chimps and apes and, orangutans already are very human-like.
Yeah.
Now, this movie takes it to another level where it's like, these chimps and these characters in this movie are literally human. Like there was a point in the movie where they have a close up on Noah, and I was like, bro, like that looks very human like.
Which part?
Oh, I think it's when they first get to the clan and they're like killing his father and stuff like that, and like like the big gorilla steps on his like chest,
fucking silverback.
Yeah, and then it's like looking at him and stuff, and I was like, even though the silverback, the gorilla, was like very, very human like, and I was like, bro, like it's very uncanny. It's a very uncanny valley, and it's it makes you wonder, like, holy shit, like, you know, these chimps are very human like, and I think they did that on purpose just to show that, you know, it's been a long time since, you know, the whole virus thing happened, because I think this takes like 500 years 200 years after.
I don't fucking know.
the first
all I know is
movie or
that
something? I don't
after
even
fucking
fucking know.
Caesar died, it was fucking. They
Yeah, I
said
don't
many
know.
generations later.
Yeah,
and
so
shit.
I don't. This probably takes place like hundreds of years after the first movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So it goes to show how the chimps were evolving and stuff like that.
Don't you think? Because towards the end of the movie, the girl goes back to the fucking like military base or some shit. Don't you think that the humans could just set up camp like somewhere like on the surface, and if the chimps try to do some shit, they could just fucking like clap back at them with like fucking like guns and shit, bro.
Well, the whole thing about this movie was that they didn't have any weapons. Like, and the whole virus thing that they released in the first movie made the humans dumber.
Mm.
So at the end of the movie, when May goes, which I didn't like her character, by the way.
I thought she was all right.
I didn't like her character. When May goes back into the whole base camp, like it shows like a lot of humans, but they're very smart. Like they're trying to like get back. They develop a signal and stuff like that so they could talk to other humans in the world and whatnot. And it's like, I feel like this movie left that as an open, because it's very contradicting. I didn't understand. Again, maybe it's because I haven't watched the rest of the movies, but when Noah was talking to the orangutan said humans can't talk anymore. They used to. But then May shows up, and then she's like with this fucking whole group of humans that speak perfect fucking English. And it's like, it's been years and they still know how to speak fucking English. Perfect fucking English, actually. And that's why I didn't understand. I was like, am I missing something?
Well,
Maybe I am.
Well, I mean, she came from a fucking far ass fucking California looking ass desert of a fucking military base and shit, and the monkeys don't know anything about that and shit.
No, I get that, but still, it's like, and then like, why haven't they done something about it? Like, if they're literally like, they still had internet connection, bro. It looked like the satellite connection at least.
Well, they needed the big ass Bluetooth or the big ass USB drive to fucking get the.
No, that was just to connect to another base. But my whole point of this is like, why don't they like team up and just fuck up the chimps? Is if that's what they want. Like, you're obviously domestic. Like, you're not domestic. What's the word? Civilized. Mm-hmm. You're obviously civilized. You speak perfect fucking English. You have this technology. Why not find some weapons? And then, like, again, when Maya fucking found the whole rack of guns, she took a fucking pistol.
Well,
why?
I mean, it's more concealable.
No, I get that,
and shit,
but
bro.
it's like, you want firepower, don't you?
This ain't GTA 5, bro. Where you can just whip out a minigun from the asshole and shit.
No, I'm
dude.
just saying, like, they showed a whole rack of guns, and she took a fucking revolver with 6 bullets, and they didn't even fucking show her picking it up or like picking up bullets, and she shot one fucking again.
That shit was loaded, dude.
I know, I understand, but like, Maya's stupid ass, like when she saved Noah's mom,
yeah,
and then she aimed at, or no, it was the girlfriend actually.
Oh,
why not fucking point at fucking Spongequavius and shoot him?
Because he was hiding from the fucking behind the silverback.
She has a fucking perfect shot, dude. If she could shoot fucking the dude that was holding fucking Noah's girlfriend in the fucking chest when Noah's girlfriend was right in front of him, why can't she shoot behind a fucking gorilla?
Well, because if she shoots him, then guess fucking what? She's not gonna be able to make it to the fucking detonation, because then all the fucking gorillas, the orangutan's gonna, or the silverback might just fucking just charge at her, and then they never fucking blow up the fucking dam.
And then
damn.
And then these fucking chimps don't seem to be that smart. They still let her fucking run off and detonate it.
Hey man, they said
like, why couldn't fucking Spongequavius be like, look, dude, hold her down, while hold fucking Noah down. Like, I don't know. Like, they just had so much fucking plot armor. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, the plot armor was just like super thick. And then when they found the other humans, right, like the wild humans,
yeah,
like they literally did what anime does when it comes to like to show who the main character is. All these other humans were like fucking wearing like They look like cavemen.
Yeah.
And then fucking there goes fucking Maya.
According to the credits, feral humans.
Yeah, the feral humans. They all had like fucking cavemen outfits.
Maya's fucking jeans and a tank top and shit.
Yeah, and then
Like, what the
fucking
fuck?
Maya had a fucking tank top, jeans, and like looked like she was
fucking Air Forces and shit,
I'm
dude.
screaming, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like the way that they, I don't know. Like it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
If I had to rate it, it's a good 8.5 out of 10.
I'd probably give it maybe like a 7.5. Maybe just because there's like I said, there's some points where it's like, can they like speed this up a little bit? You know?
Yeah, it was kind of slow in the beginning, but
I just thought it was really cool how towards the end, I knew like maybe like 30 seconds beforehand when bro was on the ground getting his ass beat by fucking Proxima Centauri and shit, and then the eagles fly around.
yeah.
And I'm like, he's gonna call them down or some shit.
Well, again, it was a lot of foreshadowing too, because it's like when he's talking to fucking Spongequavius, like he's going like this, looking at him down. You see the eagles flying.
I thought that shit.
And then I was
dope.
like, okay. And then actually, I thought that Naya was gonna like sacrifice himself and like, you know, tackle fucking Spongequavius.
They should have fucking done that
floor.
from the beginning, dude.
I know.
And
it's like, why are you scared? There's like 70 of them, and then like they're all like scared of one fucking chimpanzee.
Because that's how the animal kingdom is like, dude. It don't fucking matter, bro. It could be 80 wolves and one alpha male getting challenged and shit, and they'll still like, you know, bow to the fucking alpha and shit, dude.
I guess, but it's just like, bro, like, come on, like there's like fucking 37 of you guys, and there's like one fucking dude. One holds his legs, one holds his arms, and you just fuck him up.
Yeah, I was finna say something. God damn, I forgot.
But the eagle scene was fire, dude. The eagle scene was fire.
Like
it was
shit.
fucking fire, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially how he started singing it, and then like the one that he had on his hand, he just went like this, and it fucking
fuck him up,
tackled him, and like fucking he was just falling to the floor and shit.
Yeah, that shit was fire, bro. What definitely was the fun is that this fucker ripped hella ass. That shit vibrated my seat, dude. That shit went.
I did. I couldn't hold it.
Like
Dude.
ass.
I couldn't
bro.
hold it, bro.
That shit was fucked up. Yeah, it was a good movie. 7.5 probably out for me, but I don't know. Would I watch the next one? Probably. I don't know. I just feel like in order to really know what the fuck's going on in this one, because then they named them like, oh, we name them all Novas. And then like, well, we do this and that for them. Like they're this and that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you gotta fucking watch like the previous movies to know what the fuck Nova means and what this and that means and what the fuck Echo means, too and shit.
But again, like this one doesn't take place with Caesar's tribe. I think it's another tribe or another clan. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I feel like we were missing a lot of information that was told in the other movies, but.
At first, I thought they were gonna do like chimps versus like silverbacks, because you know how the fucking silverback was like the main dude like taking charge into the fucking clan.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. So it's like silverbacks versus chimps and shit. That sounds like a fucking. Who do you think will win? Chimps or an army of chimps or an army of silverbacks?
That's a good question. I feel like maybe the army of chimps. They're more faster and agile.
Yeah, I probably. I think the.
It's like saying like who would win, a bodybuilder or like 7 dudes. Again, the strength comes in numbers.
I mean, yeah, man, but and then also because fucking, it was like an unexpected raid and shit. The fucking chimps really didn't have like any fucking like fucking defense against fucking like enemies and shit. And there's
so like
too.
and when like the silverback showed up, they had like technology, like human technology. So like
that's weird. Think about it. The fucking Proximus' fucking gang was pretty much like, it's kind of like Attack on Titan, because you know how Marley was like hella advanced and shit.
Yeah.
And then Paradis is like less advanced.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the fucking Proximus motherfuckers have like, they have like these fucking weapons. They have fucking like armor and shit. And then these dudes have fucking eagles and shit. And that's all the fuck. And then they have climbing skills like what, fucking
I feel
shits
that
and stuff.
But I don't know. It was a good movie. I liked it. Like I said, if I had to give it a good rating, it would be an 8. Well, I'll go down to an 8. It's a good movie. Will I watch it again? Yeah, probably. Will I watch the other movies? Yeah. Is it something that I would watch over and over and over again? No.
I think for me it's like a one-time watch, maybe.
Yeah, to a lot of people. I mean, to be fair, the theater was packed too. It was pretty packed.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty packed for a Sunday. Because we're recording this on Sunday. It was pretty packed. Sunday morning, it was pretty packed. So, I mean, I guess people like the movie. So,
Yeah, man.
but yeah.
In other news, we can't have shit out here, bro.
What do you mean?
Literally cannot have shit. Because recently there was a portal in New York
Yeah.
connecting to Dublin, which I think might be in Canada or some fucking spot. And then at first it was kind of like this. Oh, look, we get to see each other from across the world and shit. Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
And then some fucking guy in Dublin shows a fucking photo. At first,
Of
it said,
9/11, right?
at first it said "Rip King Von," and then he goes, "Hold on," and then you see him like typing it up, and all you see is the fucking twin tower with the second plane about to hit, and it's like, "Oh, come on, guys!" And then days fucking later, it is like because the Twitter's like, "You can't have motherfuckers can't do shit properly here in New York or in Dublin," and then people were like, "This shit is not a good idea, man." And then lo and behold, fucking days, maybe even a week later, some fucking dumbass fucking girl goes up to the fucking portal and starts flashing the fucking dudes in Dublin.
Yeah.
And it's like a group of old people too. And she starts fucking flashing them and shit. And then that's when they took down the fucking portal. And I think it's still closed to this day too. And that shit only got like maybe like a couple of weeks of fucking like lifetime and shit. And then they took that shit away. And then people were really fucking mad saying like, oh, she's fucking lucky because nobody, even though I think until this day, nobody's like reported her or anything for like public indecency. And people were saying like, oh, she should be grateful there weren't any kids around and all that type of shit. And then it made me realize this too, and we might get onto this topic. If that was a fucking guy flashing, right? A dude flashing his fucking wiener.
Yeah.
Imagine what the fuck, because this white bitch, honestly, she has some nice tits. She did not get any repercussions. I literally have not seen jack shit on Twitter, on the news, saying, oh, she's been fucking detained for public indecency or anything. And like, nothing has fucking happened. If that was a fucking dude showing his fucking, even if it was an old guy showing his cock and balls and shit to fucking Dublin, I guarantee you they'd fucking arrest him on the spot. They'd fucking make it a fucking national fucking news headline for a fucking week or two. But
It would.
I don't know, man.
And I feel like there's a double standard when it comes to dudes or male and female.
Whoa,
There's a double standard.
You said what?
Male and female.
Female.
Yeah.
Female.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that shit. You know women get offended by getting called their sex assigned gender?
Female?
Yeah, their sex female.
Why?
That scares them. It offends them. Like, what?
Who's told you this? I've never heard that.
Dude, just go like anywhere on social media and be like, yeah, I wish because I remember this one time I was on Instagram, right? And there was like this really hot chick, and I was like, man, I wish I had me a good like female like this. And everybody, dude, was like, you can't say female, dude. That's hella offensive. And then the girl who posted that video was like, I'm a female and I'm not offended. And dudes with came and still said, no, that's offensive though, dude. Like, you can't be calling girls females, dude. Like that's hella offensive and shit. And it's like, what? It's like, what are women?
This is fucking news to me.
And they're like, what are women? Girls. What are girls?
Female.
Female. I was like, that's it, dude. What the fuck? Like, no dude is gonna be offended by getting called bro or dude. Or
You know what?
male.
No, hold on. Wait. I get offended by that shit. I'm not
By
going
what?
to, no, by getting called bro by a female. Like, if a fucking female, especially one that I'm fucking talking to, if they fucking call me bro,
What's good, bro?
I'm not your fucking bro. I'm sorry, but I'm not your fucking bro.
This is news to me.
We're fucking talking for a reason. Me and you, we want to get butt ass naked, fuck on the bed. I'm sorry, you're not gonna call me fucking bro. I'm
All
sorry
right.
for that. I'm sorry for that, but you're not gonna call me fucking bro.
Yeah, and it's stupid because a lot of people on that, and it's funny because my comment got like I think like several thousand likes. It was a
You know
top
what also
comment.
fucking offends me? When people call me buddy. I'm not your
I
fucking
hate
buddy.
that too. I don't like that.
I hate that shit. Thanks, buddy. Fuck you mean thanks, buddy.
The only time Buddy is
the
funny
fuck
as
away from me.
The only time Buddy is funny as fuck to get called by is when like there's Instagram comments and it's like, Buddy, let me tell you something. She's not gonna let you hit.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it's funny, but yeah, like women get offended by being called female, dude.
Yeah.
And it's
Well-
like, and another thing is like, I hate it when dudes, especially on like fucking like talk shows or something, are like, oh, you can't be saying that, bro. Like females like such. It's like, dude, you're a guy with a fucking balls. Why the fuck? Like, listen. And here's another thing too. Why the fuck should we be changing our fucking views on a term that is given to us at fucking birth? No doctor's gonna look at a kid at a fucking newborn and be like, guys, I don't think we should call this baby a female, man, because it's gonna grow. It's offensive to the mom. Like, so what are we going to like put it as and shit, dude?
See, that's
like,
why.
Like, what the fuck is that about, dude?
That's why I feel like all that shit should be kept to a bare minimum. I know it's gonna sound very offensive. We might get canceled for this. But
over a fucking a fucking term that is given to us at birth.
I don't agree with all this. Gender this or I'm a fucking XYZ type shit. No, dude, it's like it's male, female. That's how. I mean, if you want to identify as whatever you identify, by all means, go ahead. Do whatever the fuck you want. Do what that should be the whole law.
And then, like, listen, you can identify as a fucking roadcaster, bro. I don't give a single flying fuck. But there's this one fucking story I saw that a guy who was, I think he was working like a fast food chain, and this fucking girl had her fucking pronouns like in some weird fucking way. And then because he talks to everybody like, oh, what's good, bro? Like, what's up, man? Like, how you doing?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? And then she goes to like fucking corporate and complains about it, and he gets fucking fired for it.
You know, funny that you say that. In a company, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but a truck driver actually said that he identified as a female. And the person that was receiving the truck and the receiving dock thought he was joking, so he started calling him bro. And like sir, like, you know, just fucking with him. And so he was like, no, like, I genuinely identify as a female. And then I guess the dude took it as a joke because I guess they were friends. Mm-hmm. And so he kept, you know, fucking with him like, yeah, bro, or yeah, dude, and, you know, stuff like that. Like, womp, and womp. So the truck driver went to the corporate offices where this guy worked at, contacted his HR, and got him fired, bro, because of that. That is like crazy. Like, and for somebody to to identify as something, by all means, again, do what the fuck you want to do. Identify as whatever the fuck you want to identify
as a microphone, dude.
If you want to identify as a fucking cap or as a fucking roadcaster, fucking class A server blast, whatever the fuck, preamp shit. If you want to fucking identify as that, by all means, go ahead. Do what you want. Identify as what you want. But if you come up to me and you want me to call you and respect all that stuff, that's fine. I'll respect it. Don't get me wrong. But if you come at me some type of way talking about, oh, you can't call me that. You can't say that because I'm offended. Like, what the fuck? Like, now I have to tiptoe around what I have to say so you could feel comfortable, bro?
Like, what the fuck? No.
What if I say, like, a word? Oh, I don't like that. And you get all offended. Now I have to, like, literally tiptoe around my way and watch what I say and be scared for my job and my career. At that fucking point,
just call them by their fucking name, dude.
Some people might get offended by that too.
Oh my god, dude! And my sister showed me a TikTok of this one woman, going to restaurants, and I'm man, fuck this. This bro sounds like a whole ass guy, Adam's apple, dude. And
I got a story about that actually.
Chest hair, dude, chest hair. And then the waiter's like, "Excuse me, sir, this and that," and she said, and then he's like, "I'm actually my pronouns are this and that," like, and I'm getting very offended by that. And then bro's like, okay, like, I'll respect that. And then I guess like the next day, and it's like, dude, like, nobody's gonna like, listen, you're a customer there for like a couple of hours or like an hour, and then they're gonna leave and they're gonna be like, okay, bet. They're not gonna remember you the next day. Take notes about this customer. And then like, I don't know if it's the same employee or a different employee that goes like, oh, excuse me, sir, like this and that. And then bro makes a whole fucking like, not seen about it, but then he's like, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm really tired of this. Like, I told you guys this 5 times already. I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm leaving. And it's like, okay, dude, go find somewhere else to fucking eat then, dude. Because like, not everybody's gonna fucking remember your goddamn pronouns and shit. This and that, dude.
And it's people like that, like, who are like, it's gonna sound fucked up, but who are like anal about being called what they identify as, that are the problem. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and the people that get so offended so easily. Like, for example, if I come up, me being the type of person that I am, if I go up to, let's say I want to switch genders, and now I identify as a female, which, by the way, I do say that as a joke. I'm like, I identify as a female. What's up? But let's say I identify as a female, right? and some guy comes up to me, or I go to a restaurant or whatever, and they keep telling me sir, duh, whatever, boss, whatever, sir, dude, you know, I'm gonna tell them, hey, look, I actually want to go by Miss or Mrs. or, you know, ma'am. It's
Madam.
not, it's or madam, you know. And then if he's like, okay, yeah, my bad, whatever, and he keeps calling me that, me being me, I'm not gonna get offended by it. I mean, whatever. If I look like a dude, if I sound like a dude, then I might be a dude. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, then it's a fucking duck.
And that's the thing too, is that
you know what I mean?
It's like this dude literally sounds like a fucking guy and shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like we're gonna get canceled.
Honestly, bro, we probably are.
Our careers just started.
Literally, bro. It's like if you look like a fucking woman or a man, you sound like one, you look like one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, hey, oh, excuse me, miss, or hey, excuse me, sir. And you get like, oh, I'm like, I'm not talking. Never mind. Just go on with your day then. Like, I'm not gonna waste my energy and my mental capacity with this.
You know, funny enough, for in my last employment, what's it called? There's a bunch of people who actually like would come in and would look like what they wanted to look like, if that makes sense. Like there was okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, look, bro. This is when I was working night crew. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, check this out.
All right.
I was working night crew, right?
Yeah.
At this place.
Yeah.
And then you know, towards the end of the night they close or whatever, start getting the closing procedures. So I was on night crew, I was a janitor, just got hired. And bro, look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I seen this fine ass female. Fine as hell, bro.
Oh no.
She was fine.
Oh no.
She had a booty, bro.
Yeah.
She had body. I said, damn, she fine as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm passing the machine around, like my little janitor days and stuff like that, trying to clean up. And then they, you know, say, hey, store's about to close soon. If you're going to buy something, come buy up now. I said, yeah, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up there, and then they only have one register open. And so I go up there, and then she comes right behind me, and I'm just like, go ahead. Like, you know, I was like, I work here. I was like, go ahead. And she goes, I said, damn, she fine as fuck, dude.
Go down.
So she's in front of me, and I'm looking at her. God. I'm looking at her. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, she fine. She thick, bro. She got
at the climax.
She got booty, bro.
We're getting there.
She fine as hell.
Yeah.
And so the guy ringing her up goes, damn, because she was buying alcohol. But it's just alcohol. She was buying alcohol. And then you know, ringing her up. D. And then the guy goes, the cashier goes, damn, you having a party or something or what? I said, damn, she finna talk. I finna hear her. Homegirl goes, yeah, it's at my friend's house. I was like, bro, what the fuck? It was a whole ass guy, bro. It was a whole
professional cross-dresser, dude.
Bro, I'm telling you, I have never been flabbergasted in my life.
Real life plot twist, dude. Real life plot twist.
It was like a fucking anime when I heard, yeah, it's at my friend's house. You know when they go, and like, oh my fucking god, dude. And then so, oh my god, I got another story for you like that, bro. So you know, I'm working at this job, right? And so, you know, I'm ringing people up. I'm a cashier. I'm ringing people up, whatever. And then this chick comes in, and now mind you, this chick had a mask.
Okay.
So she has long hair. She has a mask. You know, she's white as a feather. I said, damn, she pretty. I said, good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm like, you know, beep, 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 beep. And then she decides to buy alcohol. Now, I can't tell how old she is. So I said, can I see your ID? So she pulls it out, bro. My boy pulls out a whole ID. And the picture on the ID, bro, does not match the description of what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
and
take off the mask, sir.
Look, no, and I go, and then he goes, I'm actually in the process of gender. What is it called when you
transitioning?
Yeah,
transitioning.
It goes. She goes, I'm actually in the process of
the name of the individual goes.
Yeah, that person. I'm actually in the process of transitioning. And I said, all right, bet. I was like, when your birthday? And she, you know, that person told me. And I was like, bro, like I don't even know what's what anymore, bro. Like it's getting dangerous out there.
It's like that one video of like these Asian people, like these Asian girls, and they don't know that the girl they're talking to or the guy they're talking to is actually a cross-dresser.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video, that Hispanic video?
Hispanic,
where it's
Hispanic
like these
one?
dudes that they're dressed up as females, right? And they're talking like this. They're like, andamos perdidas,
I think I know
perdidas,
what you're
perdidas.
talking about.
And he goes, chiflales. And he goes, chamaco.
Yeah, I think I remember that one, bro.
That shit has me dying the first time I seen it. Bro, because the fucking way he goes, chamaco. Deep ass voice. I was fucking dying,
No,
bro.
it's like, dude, like that's fucked up, bro. Because it's like with these Asian girls, dude, they were like,
oh, like in
they're-
Taiwan and shit, and like fucking the
I'm just
Philippines
saying.
and shit.
some lady boys.
So lady boy, I'm not lady. I'm
there's
lady
a-
boy.
If there's a hole, there's a goal. But if there's a shaft, then we gotta get out.
I don't know about that, bro.
If there's a shaft, evac. All right.
I'm gonna have to delete that, bro.
Oh man, dude. But yeah, on this topic of these double standard shites, recently there was a this whole turns into a whole ass Birdman video. Fucking I love you, Birdman. Shout out. No filter. That's my boy. Let me catch my son getting banned by Twitch. But he made a video recently about this girl, this streamer, who was streaming on Valorant, which is like a pretty toxic fucking game.
The fuck
And-
is Valorant?
It's like a first. It's like CS:GO, but for like anime like dudes and shit.
So
It's kind of like a cartoonish version of like a cartoonish anime-ish version of CS:GO. It has, like-
Overwatch?
no, CS:GO. You never heard of CS:GO?
No,
Bro.
I've heard of CS:GO. I know who that is. So
Yes.
I'm saying, like, if you said it's a more cartoonish version of
Yeah.
CS:GO.
CS:GO.
So Overwatch.
No. Overwatch has like all these fucking like jetpacks, different
Anyway,
things and stuff.
fucking continue.
Yeah, but Valorant has been known to be like very toxic and stuff
Yeah.
because people are way too over competitive on that shit. And this girl, she says something to the fucking guy, and he goes, "Oh, have you ever been R-worded?" And then she's like, "No." And then he's like, "You want to know what it feels like?" And then she's like, "Are you saying you're gonna R-word me?" And then he's like, "I'm just saying like have you ever been R-worded? You know what it feels like?" And she's like, "Are you saying are you saying that you're gonna do it to me? Because if you are, then I don't like it." And then he just tops it off by saying, "If I don't," he's like, "Well, if I like it, then it ain't R-wording." And then she just fucking quits and fucking ends the stream and shit.
Yeah.
And people are like, she goes on Twitter and say, "I'm a very strong, independent woman. This and that." And you see, I know that face because that's exactly what the fuck Birdman was saying. He was, and then she's like, this should not be happening. This and that to all the women. And then this bitch has the fucking audacity to say the minority and the women should not be doing this. It's like, bro, this happened to you, not the minority.
Yeah.
This happened to you. And based off that, what did I give any context to before this shit?
You said that the guy was talking to her. That if you ever been R-worded.
And then also, and then people are like saying like, oh, like they're backing her up and shit, this and that. And even dudes are like, oh, like I'm so sorry this happened to you and shit. And then there were some comments that are really funny that said, bro, she would never last in the MW2 lobby. Like it's private.
she really wouldn't.
And then here's the thing too, plot twist. In the context before this, she already was talking to this dude.
Yeah.
And then people are like, why don't you just fucking bring up the fucking lobby, like in COD, go to the person's gamer tag and mute them.
There you go.
Voila, it's done for. And then before this, people are, and then there's literally like before this on her stream, she was like, oh yeah, I know him, and she already had him muted.
Yeah.
And then somebody in the comment, and then she unmutes him, and then somebody in the comments goes, or in her chat goes, why don't you just mute him if he's being toxic and shit?
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh, I'm just using him for content and shit. And then Birdman goes, and then Birdman says in the best fucking way, he's like, this is the prime example of you fuck around. He's like, fuck around and you find out. Like that one graph that says the more you fuck around, the more you find out.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you used it for content and you try to get a reaction out of him and that happens, then you start pulling out the victim card. And then he started to go off saying like, imagine if a dude went off on fucking Valorant and some guy calls him like a fucking fat ass or some shit or offends him in some way, and then he goes on saying, oh, like he cries about it on fucking on like Twitter or some shit. People are not gonna say, oh, that so sucks, man. You know what the fuck? Even for me, I'll admit it. I'd probably be like, bro, you're a grown ass man crying over a fucking video game about being called a fucking fat cunt and shit.
But that's the thing though. Like if for someone who wants to be a content creator, you gotta realize,
especially a gamer.
And like for example, I'm talking about us too. Like if we ever become big, we're gonna have haters. And the problem with some content creators is the fact
Bars.
that they're so fucking fragile.
Mm-hmm.
You are a public figure. You are on the internet making videos for entertainment.
Yup.
If you can't take somebody's harsh words, then what the fuck are you doing on the internet?
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. I'll come back to what what my point is. But and you said that the woman, like, there's double standards in women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question I asked another a person that I was dating in my past. Can man be? I'm gonna say the word, but I'm gonna bleep it out.
Okay.
Can men be?
Yes, they fucking can.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So,
and that's the thing with Burmaz too. He's like, listen, he's like, listen, I'm not trying to say that it's right to fucking, R-word a woman or anything, but it can also happen to dudes. Dudes get shit talked, and they're like, okay, bro, like whatever. Like if you're, and here's the thing, if you and me are out to get a word or to make people angry and shit on fucking Valorant, on Rocket League is fucking tough, and on COD and shit, and then we get all butthurt about it, we get this fucker banned, and then it's like, dude, and then people are like, oh, well, you asked for it and shit, and then we make a whole fucking deal about it. It's like, dude, I don't know why people who are out to get a reaction get the reaction, fuck around, and then they find out, and then they make a whole deal about it.
The reason they make a big deal out of it, and the reason these female content creators, I'm not saying every female is like that. I'm not saying everybody, but certain like females, like they do that shit for the views and the clicks. Like I know a lot of like I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on a lot of fucking female content creators who literally wear fucking shirts that will show the biggest amount of cleavage, and it's like it's okay for them to do that.
Yep.
But don't let it be a guy wearing a fucking a
fucking speedo
or something, because you're out. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like they do this on purpose. They know that they have a lot of guys who are fucking simping for them and who are fucking on their knees for them. So the more views and the more of a victim that you play, the more views you'll get.
Yep.
So that's why a lot of females do that. Or again, it sounds fun. If you take this out of context, it's gonna sound like we're fucking shitting on females, but we're not. I'm just saying, like, these content creators, like, they don't understand that you're a public figure. Yeah. You're gonna get fucking teased and you're gonna get fucking bullied. That's what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, if we ever make it big, there's going to be people on our fucking comment section calling me a fucking fat fuck or calling me a fucking dirty Mexican or something, And it's like, okay, that's part of the job. That's what you signed up for.
Yeah,
you're on the internet.
Yeah.
It's called freedom of speech for a reason. If you don't want to get butthurt, go to fucking Russia or wherever the fuck there's no freedom of speech.
And if you get butthurt over the comments, disable the fucking comments, dude. Do that instead.
But even then, you'll still get fucked. They'll find a way to make fun of you.
Yeah, they'll
you know what I mean? And it's just like, that's what I'm saying. But back to the point of like what I told you.
Yeah, I was gonna go back to that too.
So I got into it with the female I was dating at the time because we were talking about some. I don't even fucking know what we were talking about. But then I brought up the fact that, oh, what if I get R-worded?
Yeah.
And she said you can't. And I was like, I'm sorry, well, what? And she was like, you can't. I was like, what do you mean you can't? She goes, you're a guy. You can't get R-worded. And I said, yes, the fuck I can.
Yeah.
I was like, if somebody does something without my consent and without my go ahead against my will,
yeah,
that's the R word, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
like a porn star once said, if you're not agreeing to this porn shoot, then it's pretty much like, it's pretty much R word. It's like simple as that and shit. Like any horny old man could go up to any of us and be like,
but there's also fucking,
sir, I'm gonna need you to spread your cheeks.
But see, here's the thing, and that's another thing that's like double standard. You hear all these news articles and all these videos about how a teacher, convinced a 14-year-old little girl to, have sexual relations and all this other stuff. But you don't hear the other stories where it was a female teacher convincing a little boy.
I mean, they do get
the same
they
thing.
do get attention, but it's
not like super.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like, oh, this is like fucking story of the month or some shit.
Yeah,
stuff. It's like up for like maybe like a couple days, maybe a week at most.
Look, all I'm saying is women can be pedophiles too. Women can R-word too. It's not. I don't know. Maybe it's just that there's not a lot of exposure to that type of stuff. Like they don't really talk about it because the majority of people who do that are men.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, again, I don't know the science. I don't know the statistics to it. But I'm just saying, like, maybe it's mainly men who do it. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, females could do that too. If I go to a party and somebody puts something in my drink, which is a good song, by the way. It's by a Swedish band. I don't know the name of the band. But it's called Something in My Drink. If somebody puts something in my drink and I end up, like, fucking, like, unable to defend myself, unable to say
you're vulnerable,
no, and I'm vulnerable, I just got R-worded, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but men could get that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
And if you, and it's fucked up too sometimes because men also go through a lot of the fucking, you know, mental hardships, emotional hardships, and physical hardships that women go through and shit.
Amen.
Especially with like mental health issues. To my fat kings, my short kings, my tall kings, stand strong, brothers. Go to the gym. You don't have to, but go to the gym. Be a fucking king, dog. Be a fucking king. And then it's also like, dude, and like you said, anybody, like, it's just a fucking world where it's like, oh, only dudes can get fucking, or only women can get this, and that. It's like, bro, that's like saying only fucking dudes get bullied at school. Like, bro, women get bullied at school. This, and that happens at anywhere, bro. We live in a fucked up world where somebody's issue right now doesn't mean a single fucking jack shit to us, dude. And like I've always, you know, told, you know, people this. It's like you may think that the war going on in fucking Palestine might be the biggest fucking thing of all time, but you realize that Ukraine is still in a war, right? You realize that there are people still trying to defend their homeland, their homes, their houses, their children, their family in Ukraine, yet you're more worried about this and stuff. Like people's problems, we don't give a single shit about them unless it now includes us. That's when we start to give a shit. You might not care if, say, the dude at another fucking employment spot is making more money than you, right? Like, you really don't give a fuck, right?
No.
But until it includes you and now you're getting fucking, you know, and like, let's just say like, oh, your fucking pay gets lowered down because he's making more some shit, then it becomes a fucking issue with you now, right?
Yes.
So then at that point, you start to include you because now it's you. We're all just a bunch of fucking narcissists, dude. And yeah, it's a rant. And here, let me go to this part too.
Big ass word. But see, here's the thing too. When it comes to that stuff, I seen a video about one Ukrainian soldier, like pretty much trying to defend himself against 4 Russians, and he was like on the high ground and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, people talk about this war and stuff like that, but then I seen the dude, one of the Russian soldiers, I can't say that word, soldiers, get shot, and then the way that he reacts to the shot is just like, holy fuck, like, these are human beings, like, these are human beings, and people are posting stuff like that on the internet, talking about making fun of like the soldiers getting shot and stuff like that, and I'm like, holy fuck, like, what is this world coming to? Like, I understand that there's going to be disagreements and stuff like that, but I feel like the U.S. and people living in a country where you have the freedom of speech and you have the freedom of saying whatever you want, you shouldn't be like feeling entitled to say shit about a war if you're not living in the war, you know? And it comes back to like, about what you said about Attack on Titan. Like, for example, the people in Paradise Island were like, we're doing the right thing. We're killing these Titans, this and that. And then the people in the other part were the ones, and Marley were the ones saying, we're doing the right thing. You know, this is for that. They're savages, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
We are fighting a war that we as humans didn't even start. And by humans, I mean like civilians. Going to like, the topic about like music, like fucking System of a Down. Why do presidents start the war? Why do they send the poor? Which is true.
Why don't presidents fight the war? Yeah. Why do they always send the poor?
Why do they always send the poor? And it's true. It's like these people fighting in the Ukrainian war, in wherever kind of war is happening, they're all civilians. And it's like, why? You know, why isn't it the fucking politicians, the big companies, the presidents fighting a war? Why do they get to be home safe when they send out these people, these teenagers. Some of them just turned 18 years old to go fucking fight in the front lines, dude. Like, I mean, that just baffles my mind. And we're fighting over materialistic things.
We're fighting over oil, like, gas, do you even know land why, and shit.
Do you even know why the war in Hamas, I mean, not Hamas, the war in Ukraine and Russia started?
From what I know, is because...
I sure as hell don't.
From what I know is that pretty much fucking Russia for the longest time, since the fucking collapse of the USSR, has wanted, land of Ukraine and the fucking surrounding like countries and stuff. Yeah. And so they said, you know what? Ukraine's like our biggest op, so we finna go after them. And I think it's still going on even till now.
No, it's gonna go on for a while.
It's been going on for a while. And then with the Hamas one, it's really because with Hamas, like Palestine and Israel. Yeah, Israel. Or was it Iran? It was one of those two. But with Palestine, that one started because one of the countries said that, oh, we're like the ones that originated with like religion. It had to do with like religion. And so they just started going on an all-out attack, like unprovoked all-out attack. And it's been going on for a while now. And the thing that I don't like that's been coming out of that war that didn't come out with the Ukrainian war is that people all over social media have been saying, like in comments that have nothing to do with the war, saying, oh, if only you showed support like this to us and stuff. And people literally like, dude, it has nothing to do with us at all. Like, especially as it comes with music and shit, with like K-pop, like you would see like just a regular ass like fucking like K-pop post, right? And then it's just like the top comment says, oh, why aren't you guys like showing us support for like Israel and stuff? And then the people in that reply section would be like, dude, it has nothing to do with us. And another thing that they always do is like they always try to fucking say, oh, I just saw this celebrity drinking Coca-Cola. They're a war criminal because Coca-Cola is supporting a genocide. And it's like, dude, I go to the gym every morning. The same guy brings in a fucking Starbucks coffee. You think I'm going to go up to him, tell him to stop drinking it because he's a war criminal, and fucking do some shit about it? Like, no, dude. Starbucks, anywhere you go, is making millions of dollars a day. They're not going to do anything about your comments saying, oh, they support a genocide. Because if they did, they would say something about it. Have they said anything? No. Has Coca-Cola said anything? No. And you don't like stop fucking spreading this shit about like, oh, if they're, and they've literally like these fucking like hunters on fucking Twitter and shit have literally made like celebrities change their fucking lifestyle over a fucking war that has nothing to do with them, dude. Like some fucking celebrities would be drinking Coca-Cola one day, and then they'd be like, oh, like, I'm showing my support because you guys are fucking whining about it, so I'm just going to drink water. And it's like, dude, like, that's not going to change the fact that the dude next to you is doing some shit about it. And then people would still be like, oh, we got to stop listening to music because one of their members was drinking Coca-Cola, and that's unacceptable. And it's like, dude, what have you done about it? What have you done to show other people that you saved a life, that you did something for a family? Other than just going on the fucking comment section and typing this shit out, like, no, dude. And it brings me back to like the fucking
But see, that's the beauty of freedom of speech. That's the beauty of living in a country where you could say, well, you can't do anything, but you could say whatever you want, as long as it doesn't, include something like
terrorism,
or like, then
at that point
somebody.
It really isn't freedom of speech and shit, though.
No, but I mean, yeah, there's boundaries, dude. Like we could say right now, fuck Joe Biden, fuck that fool, fuck that old cunt. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Why? Because it's a freedom of speech. Now, if I was in Russia and I said fuck Putin,
the KGB's right there.
They'll fucking knock my door right now. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you could say, you could say whatever. You just can't say, oh, I'm gonna fucking bomb the White House. You can't say that.
You can't say that, dude.
You can't say that because obviously then you're threatening somebody.
Yeah.
But you could say fucking things like, fuck Joe Biden. I can't fucking stand that fool. He's a fucking loser. All this other shit. You could say the same thing about Trump, and you could say the same thing about Obama. You could say the same thing about any politician and every person that works for politics, and then there's no consequence. Obviously, you'll get your little hate mail here and there because of people who support them. But like other than that, like there's no consequences to that. And I think that's why people are saying all that stuff, because they feel that what they're saying and what they're doing is helping out in that situation.
But the thing
when
is,
in reality, it's not.
Yeah, it's not, dude.
But still, it's like, they have that feeling and they feel like that. Like, for example, like,
here's a perfect example.
Okay.
back when George Floyd, rest in peace, got killed,
Yeah.
people on Instagram started posting a black fucking square.
When the fuck did I post a black square?
No, I didn't say you did.
You said I'm the perfect example.
No, I'm not saying that you are the perfect example. I'm saying here's a perfect example.
No, motherfucker, you said you're the perfect
No, I
example.
did not.
Yes, you
Did
did.
I?
Yes, you
Rewind.
fucking did. You did.
But here's a perfect example. Back when George Floyd got killed, people started posting on Instagram a black box saying, justice for George Floyd, fucking defund the police and shit. And then people all over the internet were saying, what does this do for anybody? No cop is gonna look at a black person and be like, oh, I gotta resign. No fucking chief's gonna look at it and be like, I gotta let you guys off.
Yeah.
Like, nobody. Like, the harsh reality is that what happened to George Floyd was completely fucking wrong, right? Excessive force. He's literally in a vulnerable position where you could just handcuff him and that's it. You don't have to put your whole fucking weight on his fucking neck and shit, right?
Yeah.
We all know that's morally wrong and shit. But the fact that people were like, no, we gotta fucking post a black box and shit because it's gonna do something. Dude, it's not.
I think people were posting that again for like a symbol to like symbolize George Floyd.
And then also like the harsh reality of that too is that people were like people were saying it, but it really didn't catch like any attention. Is that like what's fucked up is like even now, like yes, black lives do matter and stuff, but it only really ever like is gaining so much like exposure like with George Floyd when something like that major happened. This shit. Even now, yes, they do matter, but are you seeing anything on the news saying like, oh, they matter and stuff? There's protests, there's riots and stuff. Like, do you see that now, like on the news, on social media, like
because again, everything with that, it's all about views and it's all about money. At the end of the day, everything in this world revolves around money, and people will talk about things that will get them money. For example, the news media, they were talking about the whole Black Lives Matter movement when it was big and, stuff like that. And then guess what? It died down. They don't talk about that no more.
Yep, they don't.
Same thing about like other shit.
And then
whether it be like if there was a terrorist attack or whatever, they'll talk about that for days. For days. And then once the storm comes down, they'll just, whatever. Doesn't matter anymore. Happened a long time ago. It's like, and that's at the end of the world, at the end of the day, the world revolves around money, which sucks because it's a human-made thing. And then one quick thing before we move on to our next topic, the whole thing that you said about like the Hamas war, like they're fighting for religion. Why?
I don't know if it's for religion, but like
even then, like, let's talk about like stuff like that. Like, if a war if a war, God damn it, if a war happens because of religion, like, why? And then again, it all goes back to like we're in the right, they're in the wrong, and then the other side's like we're in the right, they're in the wrong. So it's a bunch of finger pointing, and it's like you guys are fighting for, and I think that's the dumbest thing a war could start over religion. Like who? Like
it's like my religion is correct. Like we are like everything that religion has started from Christianity to Catholicism to everything has started because of our land.
And you know what I find fucking ridiculous too?
What?
The Vatican, bro.
I've heard some things
like the fucking Vatican. Like they literally came out with something like new rules to like discuss like apparitions or some shit like that. Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck is the Vatican got to do with anything? Catholicism is like one of the biggest religions in the world, but it's like you look at these guys. And by the way, it's a bunch of guys. It's a bunch of dudes, old fucking dudes. Like, what the fuck does that even like? How the fuck does that even come about? Like, who says that this man is more righteous than I am? Like the Pope. Who says that fucking dude is more righteous than I am? Who says that he's closer to God than I am?
I mean, like this.
What makes him better than me? You know what I mean?
He's definitely broken some commandments. Or is that not part of their deal?
What do you mean?
Like, because you know how like it's about religion and shit. Like, does the Pope need to follow like commandments as well, or no? Or is that like a whole different religion?
No. That's the same religion. But the Pope needs to follow. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he is like a man of God. Like they can't get married. They can't have. I think they have to be virgins. They can't have sex. They can't do any of that stuff because they devoted their life to God. Yep. Don't get me wrong. He's a holy man. he's up there, you know. But at the same time, it's like, why is it that this guy, which is funny because I just contradicted myself. I just literally gave myself the reason why he's higher than I am. But like, you know, like when it comes to the whole people, like they're worshiping him, bro. Like you're worshiping a man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the videos of people like going up to the Pope and shit?
I mean, there's way more wild videos and shit of people who worship like just human flesh. Like there was this one video I recently saw of this one religious leader who passed away, and his son is in like a living room, and he's just chilling. It's just chilling, just minding his own business. And there's like a group of people in the same room as him. Like let's say you're like the kid, right? And then there's like a group of people filled in that living room, just all like looking at him, just being in his presence. Shit. Some of them are fucking touching him like this and shit. And it's like, and people think that he gives them like spiritual powers and shit, like healing and stuff. And it's like
fucking mega churches. Like, oh my god, don't get me started on that fucking.
Yeah, those I'm not really like
that fucking demon.
That is a whole fucking like
what is that guy's
money
name?
grab.
The one that goes, "Don't you dare say that."
That guy's
I did not say that.
Yeah, that guy is weird.
Fucking, what the fuck is his name?
I don't know.
I forgot his name, but whatever. Like
he got butthurt over fucking people saying, well, you're blowing the church's money or the money that people have given you on a private jet and shit. Like, don't you think that's kind of wrong or something? And then he goes
because he said himself, he said, like, I don't, like, they asked him, like, why did you buy the jet? Like, I think Tyler Perry sold him the jet, and it was billions of dollars.
Oh, Kenneth
Copeland. Fuck that fuck. That dude is a fucking demon.
Yeah, that dude has, like, his voice is all right, but, dude, that motherfucker can, oh, man.
No, that man is a demon. If you ever want to see a demon, matter of fact, I'm going to post the picture right here. That's him right here. Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
that guy is so fucking like that. Diabolical is not even the word.
That motherfucker is demonic as fuck.
That fool is fucking scary as hell.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, let's go on to the next. Stop talking about this dumb fucking Kenneth Copeland fuck.
I did want to talk. I mean, I wanted to talk about like the topic of the trash talking shits on like whether or not it's like, I don't want to say getting too, or like if it's like, if it has like a consequence on like today's society or something.
What do you mean?
Cause like, you know how like that girl got fucking offended by the fucking one dude saying shit.
Well, to be honest, I think it has to do with society today, because if you said like you said when people were saying you would not survive in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, like back in the day, like I remember going.
That shit was lawless.
And I remember playing, you know, COD back in the day, and the lobbies were just Jesus. And I think it has to do with how people are being like brought up today. Like people just want to be in a safe space and all that stuff. And like same thing like with like these companies are like so scared of getting canceled and so scared of like not being part of with the times, quote unquote. Like for example, COD, they literally are banning people if you say anything offensive.
Yeah. Like
if you trash talk, which is part of the game, really, you'll get banned. And it's ridiculous.
And it's funny because on Rocket League too, like I've had my fair shares of fucking trash talking shit on there, but there's stories of like some people. Like I remember this story on Reddit of I don't know if it was like a father, but this guy, I think he was playing with his son, and the guy started trash talking and shit. And then there was another story about some guys saying that like, and it's funny because sometimes you can kind of get away because in Rocket League if you say fuck you, it'll censor out like the whole sentence.
Yeah.
But you can get around it by just putting F space and then putting the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then what's funny is that they don't have like a system for that to like kind of detect it and shit. And some people can get around that shit. And I remember there being a story about some guy saying that like some guy said like, oh, I hope you die with your fucking family and shit. Like you're trash at this fucking game.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's funny how the system can like, because you need to put out the entire thing in a complete sentence. If you put it like in like, you know, spaces here and there, it won't pick up on it. Yeah. And even until now, it's not something that's really talked about in the Rocket League community. But, you know, Rocket League does make a fucking perfect fucking tip in the fucking lobby when you're setting up for the game. It's like, tired of the trash talk? Just fucking mute them and shit.
Exactly, just mute them.
Like, just mute them and shit. And what's funny about some of those trash talkers now, especially in Rocket League, dude, is that I remember I was playing in a lobby. And it was a diamond rank lobby, so it's kind of like you know, it's like the mediocre players beyond like below mid.
Yeah.
And we're just playing and shit, and then bro starts fucking trash talking and saying, "Bro, you're fucking trash. Like you're ass. Like you're so fucking lame. This and that." And it's like, bro, we're playing a 1v1 in a diamond lobby for literally for our own fucking entertainment. We're just playing a 1v1. And I'm like, dude, I even put in the I even responded back like, I can definitely tell your parents don't give you any attention. You probably lost 5 games before this, and you probably dropped off like 2 ranks before this fucking game. And then he started stressing on me again, and I literally just put, bro, shut up. Please shut up. And then this dude, and then he starts like, shut the fuck up, like, shut the fuck up, this and that. And then the next day, I get fucking banned for 30 minutes for saying, shut up. And I'm like, dog, the audacity of some of these Rocket League players who can literally say the fucking N-word and all this shit to me, and I won't even like report them. Listen, trash talk is fair. If you're dominating the shit out of me, whoa. If you're like, you know, whoa. if you're beating me like 6-1, 7-1, okay, you got the right to trash talk me and shit, right?
Yeah.
You have the right to trash talk me. But if I'm down 6-1, I'm like, bro, just shut up. Like, you're acting like a little bitch and shit. And you report me and shit, and it's like, dude, like, you should be grateful I didn't fucking report you and shit, because I can guarantee you would get banned for at least a fucking month and shit. Like, it's funny when we're like, it would always happen to me, bro. I'm like, dude, shut up. You're being a bitch to this and that. Like, I really don't care, right? We're in the fucking diamond lobby. This isn't for the world championship, dude.
Yeah. And
then it's like, oh, you got banned for 30 minutes for offensive language and shit. And it's like, dog, like, does the system not fucking read these messages and shit like a fucking YouTube comment section?
I think it's because the person reported you, and obviously the system went back and looked at your conversation. But the whole point that I'm trying to make here is the fact that all these companies and all these people, all these like people growing up now are just way too sensitive.
Yeah. Like,
they're very sensitive. And it's like, it's anywhere you go, whether it be Rocket League, whether it be fucking Battlefield, whether it be wherever you go, if you start talking shit, people aren't going to get offended. And it's like the dumbest thing ever, because back in the day when I used to play COD, when I was fucking 12, 13 years old, fucking
anything went,
dude. Anything. I remember I went into a lobby once in Call of Duty Black Ops when it had just came out.
Oh no!
And I was doing pretty good, and people were just giving me shit, like literally talking shit. Your mom's fucking whore, this and that. And my bro, you don't even know my mom. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, it is what it is. Like, who cares? Like, it's just a video game, and not even that. It's like, yeah, I understand some people take the game very seriously, and you know. But at the end of the day, it's just a fucking game, bro. And it's like, and if you get offended for what I tell you while we're playing a video game, then you got a problem.
Like,
then maybe you shouldn't fucking, you know, take everything so seriously.
It's the same thing with fucking comedy too. Like, bro, like it's like those memes. Comedian makes a joke that's supposed to make people laugh and get a reaction out of them. The people cancel him, and it's like, bro, like, if you don't like comedy, then don't fucking go to comedy shows. Don't watch highlights of comedies and shit. Like, same thing with video games. If you don't like the trash talk, fuck it. Play Genshin Impact then, dude. Like, just fucking play these RPG games, MMORPGs, or anything that's like single player then.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like, we're trying to do this and that. But I don't know. I just feel like with trash talk and the sensitivity and shit, and just the sensitivity of people nowadays and stuff, it's fucking just bullshit, especially with the NFL, dude. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, they fucking changed like the tackling rules. They fucking.
But that's for other reasons. That's more like for like safety reasons and stuff, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. But like, especially with that, like, just for a little bit quick before we move on, it's like, it's funny how some like analysts who used to be NFL pros or who are former NFL pros are like, it's kind of like, you know, messing for the game. Like, they shouldn't be making that tackle. It's like, bro, Ray Lewis, a man that could literally beat the shit out of both of us with his pinky, literally used to decapitate players, not literally, like head to head, like boom, like I'm talking like a raging bull. And people like, that's tackles. A clean tackle, man. Like, keep doing that, and no flag would be thrown.
But again, that's all for safety reasons. Like, if you're talking about a sport and then you're talking about video games, it's a whole different thing. Video games, you sit down, you don't get hurt. The sport, like football, I've seen some tackles of back in the day tackling, and that shit
is fucked.
That shit would literally murder somebody.
85 Bears, bro, they would not give a shit.
So I feel like that's why they had to like kind of bend the rules and make new rules for tackling and stuff like that, because there was just a lot of injuries.
I mean, but even still, it's like that shit was around for quite literally 100 years.
Yeah, but you know,
And then now they're
people,
just like, no, we got to change everything.
you know, people come in and stuff like that. And then another thing, like, I don't know, you know, I'm not gonna keep ranting. Let's move on to a new topic because I could just keep ranting about certain shit all day, and it's just like
We could do Instagram comments and the OnlyFans Twitter porn comment sections.
You know, a lot of people hate on OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of people do.
Dude, Twitter is just fucking like just ridiculous.
That's
now,
why I
bro.
said like in a 2 or 3 episodes ago, like Twitter has a bunch of porn, and that's
It's
why I
just-
deleted my Twitter
It's just
because
ridiculous,
I'd be
bro.
like, you know, in public just sliding and stuff like that,
and you just see a
and then
whole
I
ass
see like a
cheeks,
whole ass
tits
fucking
now.
chick, yeah, and then I'm like, you know, okay, relax,
Bro, come on, bro.
You
Nah,
know?
that shit is whack. Instagram comments though.
And then
Yeah.
it's also crazy too how the whole OnlyFans thing is working out because there's people out there with OnlyFans who are paying people to promote their OnlyFans.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know. I did not know that.
I have literally been scrolling through. I don't think it happens a lot on Instagram, but
no, I don't. It definitely does.
but mainly on Twitter. I was scrolling through Twitter once, and you know how like they made a rule back in the, back in the day when the whole like cryptocurrency thing happened, when YouTubers were promoting their own cryptocurrency or like promoting cryptocurrency that was promoting them, and now that you have to put like at the end of like your headline hashtag ad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's just happening now. Yeah. No.
So I'm literally scrolling through Twitter, and then there's this dude like I followed him because he would post like videos of like people like falling and like, you know, car accidents and stuff like that. So I'm like looking at this guy or the guy's page, and he literally puts, "I can't believe they let her stay at this job after this video."
Oh, it's like those. Like, has anybody seen the Starbucks video? Or
Yeah,
anything?
and then it's like hashtag ad, and then the girl comments under saying, "That's me in the video."
Yeah. I've seen
And then
those.
it says, "Check out my OnlyFans." Da, 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 da.
Dude, those are so fucking common now, bro.
And I'm just like,
it's
bro.
ridiculous, dude. It's like, it's fucking dumb because like,
You know what? I'm surprised. No fucking. I don't. Well, can you do that on television?
probably not. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think-
probably why they haven't done it yet. But
Yeah.
you know, like I'm just saying, like I'm surprised I haven't seen an ad on TV about somebody's OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's
Hey,
so
bro, but look,
fucking-
I'm not hating on them. They making bank, bro.
Hey, make bank, do what makes you money, bro. But like, I mean, it's just fucking annoying how like you
But
can
how-
literally find like you're just chilling, right?
Yeah.
You see a video, an NFL fucking post and shit, and then all you see is like, oh well, like she can't, like, yeah, his wife said that, but I'm way better, and it's just a titty drop. Like, what the fuck is that about, bro?
And then not even only that, it's like if you click on like a link, or not a link, but like a post about, for example, like let's say Call of Duty, because I've seen something like that. It's a Call of Duty post,
oh man,
you know, about whether it be like a new season or whatever, whatever the fuck they do now. Literally in the comments, it's like, check out my OnlyFans. Da, da, da. It's just like, bro, like what the fuck is wrong with you?
and it's stupid too, cause like you just be scrolling like on Twitter and shit.
Like I
And-
get you want to make money, props to you, but like, Jesus, calm the fuck down.
And it's also like on the fucking like people who are promoting it too. Like I can guarantee like some of them get fucking paid like tens of thousands of dollars and shit for like a 1-day post and shit, and they'll just fucking be like, "Oh, big booty ladies, this is a thread. Drop your shit." And literally, it's like just a fucking land
like yeah,
of all that shit. Where it's
Yep.
like, bro, come
Mhm.
on. Like I get it, bro. Make some fucking money on Twitter. Go right a fucking head, dude. But it's like it's just fucking stupid how like you'll find like 10 straight fucking posts of that in a row, and it's just like, what the fuck is that about, dude? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
so honestly, that's why I deleted my Twitter. I'm not gonna lie to you. But also too, like when it comes to the OnlyFans thing, there was an article I was reading, I think it was on Instagram, where some dude spent
I think I remember that one.
$10,000 on an
10,000, bro.
OnlyFans chick, right?
Didn't he get to meet her?
He got to meet her,
Yep.
but there's another one I gotta tell you about too. Got to meet her. He was expecting something, and he only got a fucking hug and a picture.
$10,000, man.
$10,000, and then she posted, "Me and my boyfriend out on vacation thanks to one of my followers." Didn't even name him.
One of my followers.
One of my followers on.
One of my followers.
Yeah. So you telling me right now you dropped 10 bands,
Let me catch my son getting called one of my followers.
$10,000. I was going to say billion. $10,000 on one chick for her to post her boyfriend and her going out on vacation with the money that you gave her.
I don't know, man. And
That's crazy. And then another one too. Hold on. There's another one where this dude spent, I think it was close to 5 or maybe like another $10,000, only to find out that the person that he was talking to wasn't even the person in the OnlyFans picture.
Oh my god, I think I might have remembered that.
Because a lot of, I don't know if you know, but a lot of these females, they be like hiring people because they're making so much money.
These hoes be lying.
They be hiring people to like chat with you know the followers and stuff.
Oh god.
And it's not even them.
Oh,
and I'm just like, bro, like what the fuck?
And the worst part about the first one is that I mean, I don't think he said it like publicly, but I'm pretty sure like there's people like him like that who spend like so much fucking money and shit just to get called, oh, one of my Twitch followers, one of my followers, and they wouldn't even care because they literally would cope so hard just to say, well, if she's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah,
like that's downright fucking depressing, bro. Yeah. Like holy fucking shit.
And I don't know, it just baffles my mind that there's people like that who
baffles my mind even more than Instagram comments, bro. Some of them
are wild.
Fucked up. Like I seen a video of this kid getting like some fucking type of like treatment like at a hospital, and he hit like I guess like the machine or something is like making him vibrate, and he's kind of like pulsating. Dog, when I saw that, I was like, this reached the wrong audience. And you see like it has like hundreds of thousands of likes, and there's like tens of thousands of comments. The first fucking comment says, it said some shit like bro's getting the suck 3000.
Dude.
And there's some that are just so fucking wild. The top comment says like, oh, I hope he's getting well, like prayers up for the little angel.
Yeah.
And then the next comment just says, bro's getting the best suck of his young life. And it's like, oh my god, like some of these are, and it is the fucking funniest, bro, with some like music creators. Because there'd be like some music creators who are like, they're definitely trying their best, right? And then the fucking top 2 comments are kind of like their friends saying, oh, this is like my favorite song, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it has like a couple hundred likes. And then the next fucking comment, the most diabolical, this shit was way better when this shit was on mute. And then she has like 10,000 likes. And it just goes on for fucking, it seems like forever and shit. And
I seen
like,
a video.
It's like, bro, ain't not even the fucking GoFundMe kits are safe from this shit, bro.
I saw a comment, a video with damn, I'm having a stroke. I saw a comment on a video where it was some dude, he said finally releasing that unreleased track, and then one of the top comment was, it sounded better when it was unreleased.
That shit is so fucked up, like, but bro, it's so fucking funny, dude. Like, goddamn, bro.
All right, bro. We're gonna end it here. I think that's good enough for this episode. I'm getting tired, and I've got to go take a number deuce. So
this guy, bro.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening and watching. And if you're listening, thank you so much for listening. Even if it's just that one person listening, thank you very much. We appreciate you very much. Also, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the episode, please go follow us. Speaking of Instagram, please go follow us on Instagram. The link to our official Instagram page will be down in the description below.
The official
Instagram page. Go follow us. That's where we post sneak previews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you haven't already followed us on Instagram, go follow us on Instagram. You could go ahead and leave hateful comments. We don't give a fuck.
We'll definitely read them out, though.
Yeah, we'll definitely read them out if you do. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, get that outro music ready, boy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I have been your host, like always, it's been 90 or just 90, with your co-host
LS69.
Damn, that shit loud as hell.
I know, I was about to say.
And like always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Again, even if it's just one person watching. And like always, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah.